All right, all right. So there's a news that I saw earlier on about our beloved incoming,
Yeah,
income,
and everybody is camping for.
incoming.
Yeah, everybody is camping for cover from the dangling sword of Damocles.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
but we have to keep talking about him because he's the gift that keeps giving. So we have
yeah,
to
and
keep
everybody
talking.
now thinks that it's the vengeance of God for Americans and prospective immigrants. I
They
don't
do.
know.
Wow.
Oh
All
yeah.
right. Okay, let's listen in. Let's listen in.
Giving are not followed, then we will demand that the Panama Canal be returned to the United States of America in full, quickly, and without question. I'm not going to.
I'm gonna rewind
You
a
got to
little bit.
treat us fairly, and they haven't treated us fairly. If the print were being ripped off everywhere else, a secure, he just said, take it back. And it's a good idea. It was given to
Not to take it
Panama
back.
and to the people of Panama, but it has provisions. You got to treat us fairly, and they haven't treated us fairly. If the principles, both moral and legal, of this magnanimous gesture of giving are not followed, then we will demand that the Panama Canal be returned to the United States of America in full, quickly, and without question. I'm not going to stand for it. So, to the officials of Panama, please be guided accordingly.
That's a threat.
There was a
Hmm.
mother in the
That's
fire.
an absolute threat.
Yeah.
I wanted to know what your thoughts are about that. That news right there. You know, he's been throwing a lot of stuff like that
Yeah.
around.
Well, like I've said, because I want to be short on this topic, and
Panama, Greenland, and Canada, by the way.
yes. Well, you know that whether anybody acknowledges it or not, Canada is not anybody's lucky, and you can be sure that when you are counting, if you want to enlarge the list of world superpowers, Canada would actually make an A list. So make no mistake that some of these things, because we really want to position and project um, what we represent as a nation. I mean, us as Americans. The deal is that, in as much as Mr. Donald Trump promised that, and he boasted on the fact that there was no record of conflict, major conflict, while he was in charge. You remember? Apart from the fact that he inherited the bogged down situation in Afghanistan. And then, yes, he campaigned and said Joe Biden mismanaged the whole thing, but everybody also who read the whole script correctly knew that he created that crisis, which was inherited by the Biden Kamala administration. That said, uh, lessons of history has taught us one thing, that we cannot underrate any nation, no matter how small.
Hmm.
Are you listening?
I'm listening.
We
Yeah.
cannot, yes, we cannot underrate any nation, no matter how small. And regrettable as it is, there have been situations in which, oh, we thought as a nation, as America, we will go there, and then that the battle will be a walkover. But we were bogged down. It happened in the Vietnam. It happened in Iraq. Yes, America can claim the trophy over Iraq, but remember they were supposed to make it a surgical thing, like the Gulf War One. But after the hunt for Osama bin Laden, and then looking for weapons of mass destruction that turned out to be a mirage, How many years did it cost us? We were there almost endlessly and elsewhere. And so, if asking for Panama Canal is not going to be something that is of a strategic and tactical importance to us as a nation, we can avoid the conflict that could arise therefrom. Because do not forget, there are all kinds of belligerent forces all over the world, polarized as we are. And then they want to take sides. Oh, you would think it is diminutive Panama that we are in conflict with. And then you find out that all kinds of forces are lining behind Panama. We don't want that kind of bog down. But he is the elected chief executive of this country. And if it's not going to be going into the new or into the unfolding government with hawkish apparatchiks, military apparatchiks, people who can advise him and guide him in line with the stated objectives of our country, respecting the sovereignty of other people, I think things will work for all of us. Yes, do not forget that even already inside the United States here, university administrators, chancellors and provosts are already advising international students to head back into the United States before the January 2025 inauguration of President Donald Trump.
Because they might not be able to enter.
Yes, as F1 visa status persons.
You'll get your butt back in here before you get
people who are due for what's it called, repeat visits because of medical tourism, all kinds of people. There is, you see, the panic button is so obvious, it's so palpable everywhere. Even the thing has triggered a concomitant reaction and action in faraway places like Canada, because already the Canadian government is giving indications that individuals who do not have proper immigration papers may have to be thrown out if they are found to be working anywhere in Canada. Canada never used to be like that. So this agenda about ultra-right extremism or agenda is consuming everybody. Of course, you have heard of what has been said of the head of a conservative party, of Nigerian descent, Kemi Badnoch. You have heard of all that discussion. All these things. In a situation in which an alien people are beginning to embrace their own gods, all other countries too want to dig in. And then you continue to find the fault lines in internationalism, international relations, becoming so pronounced. And the situation in which Donald Trump was saying, oh, he can end all conflicts and things will be quickly decided and then ended, you may find something working directly in opposition to that. So, whether it is Mexico, Panama, Canada, everywhere now, it's almost like sanding that whistle that, oh, a new sheriff is in town.
Get ready.
Yeah, so that if he sneezes, everybody must catch cold. The world does not operate like that.
Yeah.
The last time something like that happened, it was Germany versus the entire civilized world.
So it sounds like, it's just it's like brain fart of all his fantasies coming out of his mouth.
Let's continue to watch. But I know that the institutions there, the dynamics are so strong that they may at some point kick in. For example, he was going to trigger something that would lead to what's it called? Economic crisis last week, with allowing the mandate on spending to expire. And he I thought Republicans would queue behind him. But look at what happened there.
Yeah.
So the fact that Republicans are in charge of the executive arm, they control the judiciary, and they're thinking that because they are in the hopper, the Congress, the Senate, and the Congress, that is the Senate and House of Representatives here, that everything will go his way. He's going to learn the hard way that Americans do not joke with the survival of this country.
All right. We are exactly at 1 hour and 2 minutes. I want to say thank you to everybody.
How about the last topic? We don't have that anymore?
There's no last topic. It's 1 hour and 2 minutes.
Oh, thank you for letting me know. Thank you.
We were supposed to do we're supposed to kind of maybe go through the Oriyomi thing again. But we will cut it out from your special. So
all right.
Yeah. But I want to say Merry Christmas to everybody and Happy New Year in advance. Compliments of the season. Just pray for a fantastic, healthy 2025 coming along. In spite of all the events around the world, they can be scary sometimes, but it's all good, But if you want to give them some words, because we're not really sure about that next week, we'll see if we can make it out here one more time for 2024.
We'll try and do that. But the deal is that as we celebrate, whether in America or in Nigeria, please do not let us trade away our omoluabi, our sense of responsibility. We should not forget that years will come, years will go. We should not forget that Christmas will be here. It's already here now. It will be gone. Another Christmas will come. New Year. So may we take it easy, and then let us walk towards the realization of those wishes that we have always hoped for. Not the pyrrhic hope, not the hopelessness that is being promoted as hope, but something that means that means so much, that is of value in our individual lives. That said, I join everybody all over the world in saying Happy Christmas. People would say Happy Xmas. I said no. If you say Xmas, the X factor there means the unknown. But you know what this Mass is about. We've been celebrated.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Let's just leave
Thank
that
you
alone.
very much.
Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you.
Have a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. We'll see you very, very soon. Take care and God bless.